Hey guys, today I'll be answering this question of how do you deal with the sadness after a long daydream? Actually, one of those common emotions you may tend to experience, especially when you compare your real life and your imaginary world, is this feeling of sadness. This feeling of like, oh no, my life is terrible and my daydreams are amazing. I just want to go back. Or this feeling of like, no, what do I do? Like, I don't have money, I don't have a job, I'm failing in my studies. I don't have friends. My family don't understand me. So just that feeling of it's like you don't have anything to live for in this real life. So how do you deal with these feelings of sadness? Of course, the first thing to do is be realistic. So instead of really wanting that imaginary world or really wanting the things in the imaginary world to happen in this real life, like with a snap of a finger, just be realistic and just know that real life will have both of everything. It will have both of it will have stress and anxiety, and it will also have happiness and joy sometimes. It will have pain and pleasure, and it will also have fear and courage. Like real life has both of those things, but your imaginary world sometimes can just be full of one instance, which is happiness or euphoria. So that just knowing that, or just bringing to your awareness that it's okay, means that you do not find yourself creating other forms of sadness, because sadness can also come because you want those things but you can't get it, so that can just make you sad. But now when you realize that yes, I want them, but it may not be realistic for me to get them now, at least that can lower that feeling of having high expectations on yourself, or having high expectations on your friends, on your family, or on just something in real life. Because expectations may really make us feel bad or feel sad, especially because you will never meet all your expectations, and not everyone will meet all your expectations, but most of the daydreams meet those expectations. When you're just realistic, you know that even if your expectations are not met in real life, just know that that's what real life is all about. The other aspect is find ways to ground yourself or to cope with these negative emotions, especially once you get out of that daydream. Look, look for something that works for you. It can be journaling, it can be calling a friend, it can be writing about your story, it can be taking a walk, it can be cooking a meal. Just look for some activity which offers you a release, not a relief, a release of those negative emotions you experience in real life. Just look, not all activities will work for everyone, or not all coping strategies will work for everyone. Just look for something that works for you, because the more you look for something that works for you, keep doing it. So every time you get out of that daydream, you know what to do. So that becomes so easy, because you will not end up sitting down and thinking about the daydream, or thinking about the sadness you are feeling, or wallowing in the sadness, but just looking for a way to release the sadness. So the more you keep doing that, at least you'll bring out some aspect of, even if you cannot manage the daydream, at least you can manage the real life emotions after the daydream. So having control in your life will give you hope, and you'll even feel much better. So you can deal with the sadness once you snap out of it. Look for something that works for you, but always understand that the sadness you are feeling after the daydream is not actually because the daydream has ended. It's just a way your body or your mind communicates to you that there is something you've not processed in your life. Because the sadness you are feeling is not actually like sadness because of current events. It's mostly sadness because of underlying sadness from past experiences, from other issues in your life you've never really processed. So this is just a manifestation of it, a visible manifestation. So always focus on working on those, or processing those underlying emotions, those underlying negative emotions we mostly avoid, or we mostly feel overwhelmed by them. And that's where therapy comes in. Yes, you can do them by yourself, but of course it's really, really hard. So seek help to process those underlying emotions. But sadness is just a normal thing, and always focus on how can you improve. Until next time, have a nice day.